Good evening, students. This is session 12 of Introduction to English Studies prescribed for optional English BA students. Unit 2. In this paragraph, you will learn the structure of a paragraph, identifying the details in a paragraph, and how to write a paragraph of your own. So, the definition of paragraph goes like this. It is a collection of words strung together to make a longer unit than a sentence. As you know, in English, the basic morphemes are words combined together to form phrases, and group of phrases or elongated forms of phrases becomes clauses, and combining clauses will make a sentence. Thus, a paragraph is a collection of words or collection of sentences which gives a certain topic. It mentions a certain topic, a specific topic. There are usually between 3 to 8 sentences in a paragraph. It can start with a 5-space indentation or by skipping a line and then starting over. A paragraph ends and the next paragraph starts when it has 3 to 9 lines. The structure of a paragraph will have a topic sentence or a topic phrase. It appears in the beginning. It informs the reader about the topic conveyed in the paragraph. A paragraph has statements, which is called the topic sentence, and supporting sentences, which provide evidence to the thesis statement. Paragraphs may signal when the writer changes topics. Each paragraph may have a number of sentences depending on the topic. A pilcrow mark is sometimes used to show where a paragraph begins. A paragraph has a standard 3-part structure, that is a beginning, middle, and an end. They are called the topic sentence, developing sentences or supporting sentence, and a conclusion. Topic sentences are also known as paragraph leaders. They tell what the paragraph is about. They introduce the main idea of the paragraph. They prepare the reader for the rest of the paragraph by stating clearly what topic will be discussed. They will draw attention of the reader to read the whole passage or paragraph. The goal of the topic sentence is to inform the reader what the paragraph is about. The other extra details or whatever is to be conveyed will be said later in the following sentences. Transition sentences make use of transition words like however, therefore, similarly, or sometimes directly they give reference to the preceding sentence. You can look for these words like however, therefore, or similarly and can learn that they are the supporting sentences or sentences which gives evidence to the topic sentence. The supporting sentences or the developing part of the topic sentences act as the body of the paragraph. Developed sentences or developing sentences elaborate and explain the idea in detail about the topic sentence. They provide evidence, opinions, or other statements that back up or confirm the paragraph's main idea. So, the structure of a paragraph has three parts. One is the topic sentence, the second one is the supporting details, and last one is the conclusion. The conclusion wraps up the idea. It summarizes what is being presented or it transits to the next paragraph. It gives a link for the idea to be continued in the next paragraph. The content of the conclusion depends on the type of paragraph, and at the end of a paragraph there will be a final piece of support that concludes the thought instead of a summary. In a paragraph, the concluding sentences will not just summarize what is there in the paragraph, but it supports the thought explained in the next paragraph. When you have said everything you need to say about a topic, okay, that is the time when you want to end the paragraph. The best way to end a paragraph is to sum up the topic with all the new information from the supporting sentences. Conclusion of a paragraph will not be the final thing because some more ideas will be elaborated or discussed in the coming paragraphs. Thus, a well-structured paragraph typically consists of three main parts: a topic sentence, supporting sentence, and a concluding sentence. The topic sentence introduces the main idea of the paragraph. Supporting sentences provide details, evidence, or examples to elaborate on the topic sentence. The concluding sentence summarizes the main idea or provides a transition to the next paragraph. The topic sentence is the most important sentence in a paragraph. It introduces the main idea or point that the paragraph will discuss. Topic sentences should be clear, concise, and focused. It usually appears at the beginning. The supporting sentences provide evidence, examples, details, or explanations to support the topic sentence. They should be relevant to the main idea and must help to develop the topic in a logical and organized way. Supporting sentences can include facts, statistics, anecdotes, or personal experiences that is related to the supporting details. In a supporting sentence, after the supporting sentences are completed, the paragraph needs to end. The concluding sentence summarizes the main idea of the paragraph or it provides a transition to the next paragraph. It can also offer a final thought or reflection on the topic. The concluding statement should be strong and have a lasting impression on the reader. Now let me give you one example of how a topic sentence will be. If a topic sentence is like this, quote, reading books is one of the most beneficial habits a person can develop. The supporting sentences must be, reading not only improves vocabulary but also enhances imagination and critical thinking. The topic sentence says that reading books is a beneficial habit. So this argument has to be supported by saying that it improves your vocabulary, it enhances your imagination and critical thinking. Moreover, books expose readers to diverse cultures, So this is another benefit of reading books. It will expose readers to diverse cultures, ideas, and perspectives. With these two supporting sentences, you can conclude this paragraph. You can say regular reading can reduce stress and improve focus. That is also a benefit of reading books. You can conclude the sentence by saying that clearly the habit of reading provides numerous mental and emotional advantages. So, what may be the advantages, further advantages like mental and emotional things that can be elaborated in the next coming paragraphs. So, the concluding sentence must provide a link between the initial paragraph and the later paragraphs. If you want to know about some of the types of paragraphs, the types of paragraphs depends on the kind of writing you are doing. Whenever you are writing different forms of essays, you need different types of paragraphs. If a paragraph is expository, that it explains and discusses a single point or idea. This form of paragraph writing is common in non-fiction and all types of essays, wherein there will be an explanation and discussion on a single point or idea. Some paragraphs need to be persuasive. They focus on discussing a single point. However, they support opinions instead of facts. Persuasive paragraphs provide opinions. They will not be based on facts. Narrative paragraphs are used when telling a story. They explain an action or an event. Each new sentence further expands upon the action by providing focus on discussing a single point. Narrative paragraphs explain an action or an event. They give more information, new information that adds to the plot. A descriptive paragraph is also commonly found in storytelling. They focus on describing a single topic, such as a person or an environment. Each new sentence adds a new detail about that type of topic. So expository and persuasive paragraphs are based on facts and information, whereas narrative and descriptive paragraphs are commonly found in storytelling. They add or explain an action or an event that describe people or environments. It depends on the topic which you are discussing. Based on that, you can decide which type of paragraph you have to write. If you are writing a research paper, it is difficult to justify a narrative paragraph. Here are two examples of a paragraph. The first one is about describing a pet. If you are able to identify the topic, sentence, supporting details, and a conclusion, this can be an exercise. Bruno is a loyal and energetic dog. He is brown and furry and he loves to play fetch in the park. So the initial sentence says that Bruno is a loyal and energetic dog. The other sentences add up or give examples to prove that he is loyal and energetic. The next line describes the dog. He is brown and furry and he loves to play fetch in the park. Bruno is also happy to see his family and is very protective of them. That also adds to the quality of loyalty in that dog. The next sentence gives an example to prove how energetic he is and how loyal he is. He even once chased away a potential thief who was trying to steal my mother's bag. Okay, that is an example to show that Bruno is loyal and both energetic. His loyalty and enthusiasm make him a wonderful companion. The concluding statement mentions that Bruno is a wonderful companion. You may elaborate on this topic in the next paragraph by adding supporting details related to his companionship, state some examples, or share some anecdotes about Bruno. So, this is a basic typical structure of a paragraph. You can write such paragraphs on variety of topics. There is another one example, the impact of science. You notice the initial line. Science has dramatically changed our world. This is a topic sentence. The quality of a topic sentence is it draws your attention. It doesn't give details, everything. Every single detail is not given in the topic sentence itself. It encourages you to read the next lines. Science has dramatically changed our world. So, what are those changes? It will be given in the supporting sentences. Today, we rely on scientific advancements in medicine, transportation, and communication. So, these are the areas where we see change because of science. In medicine, in transportation, and communication, there is enormous change because of science. Scientists are constantly exploring new knowledge and developing new technologies that improve our lives. So, then this supporting sentence explains that our lives will further improve because of science. And much work is done by scientists who are developing new technologies and exploring new knowledge. Our life has changed from curing diseases to connecting people across continents. Science continues to shape our present and future. The concluding statement says it continues to shape our present and future. The next para may elaborate on the same topic, how it has continued to shape our present and also our future. Dear students, this session ends with a brief understanding of what is a paragraph, what is the structure of a paragraph, and the types of paragraph, and some examples. Okay, thank you for watching this.